What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Panda here. Today we're playing some Watcher of the Realms. Guys, it's finally time for me to sit down and try to do my best to push through Gear Dungeon 2. It's been out for a little while now, and I just haven't had the time to sit down and try. But we're going in with what I think is a relatively okay comp from some of the stuff that I've seen and some of the content that's been put out, as well as some of the people in my guild that have been sort of discussing it. So we're going to give it a try and see how well we can do. Hopefully we can push to at least stage 4 or 5. I know stage 6 is really hard, so probably not going to try for that one. But let's see if we can at least get to stage 4 or 5. Let's dive right in. And welcome back, guys. So this is the team that we are going in with, and from what I understand, you need basically 4 DPS. You need to have a DPS to handle this bottom part over here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but this bottom part here. You need to have a second DPS to handle this lane right here, a third DPS to handle this lane, and then a fourth DPS to handle up here. And so basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using Nyx for that bottom lane. We're going to be using Valeria for this sort of left lane. We're going to use Silas up here at the top and Eovar down here to handle this wave here. And then we're going to have Eloin to heal this bottom left corner. And we're going to have Eunomia to heal the top right corner. And then hopefully be able to place Dolores somewhere. And we're going to be tanking with Brokir and Olag. And we'll have a backup with Isolde. I think it'll work, but let's give it a try. I don't know if it's going to work. It's sort of something that I just kind of threw together, so you're going to be seeing all of this completely live. So let's go ahead and drop down these guys here. We'll drop Valeria down as well just to get things started. We'll go ahead and place our Eloin here for some heals. Okay, we want to make sure we can keep everyone alive as much as possible, right? And then Silas can go up here at the top. And then we'll put Eunomia here. Okay. And then we'll place Brokir right here. Brokir should be healed here. Shouldn't be a problem. And then Eovar will get placed. I'm thinking like this, because then he can also actually help down here. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Now, of course, this is stage 1, right? So it's kind of to be expected that this is going to be, you know, relatively simple, of course, because it's stage 1, and I am very much into the end game of, you know, Watcher of Realms. So it's not super surprising, you know, that we are kind of just sort of trucking our way through this. Like, realistically, I could probably just put everything on auto and we would be fine. But of course, we're going to sit here and we're going to... Oh, I popped that a little too early, but that's okay. We'll still be fine. Have to be a little more serious about it once we get, you know, further in to the game. But Nick's doing a really good job down here at the bottom. Of course, we have a little bit of help from Eovar here. And they made it seem like things were going to come right here, and no one's come down here for Eovar to actually hit. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Are we maybe going to get it now? No. I literally haven't used any ultimates except Silas's. Yeah, this is going to be easy. Again, it is stage 1, so it's definitely meant to be easy, you know, the first couple stages at least, because it's, you know, your introduction into the dungeon. It's definitely not meant to be ridiculously easy. But here we go. I mean, this is a good setup. I think this is the setup we're going to try to keep using. I mean, I think it handles every lane pretty well. We'll definitely place it on to, you know, 1x speed once we get a little higher. But overall, I think that went pretty well. See if we got any luck with the drop from this stage. Nothing there, but that's okay. We did get 210 of that currency, which is really nice. And we'll go on to stage 2, and we're going to use the same team. I didn't really see anything we needed to change there. Once we get up to the higher stages, obviously, I think it's going to be a lot different because, you know, we're going to end up getting, you know, into a little more of scary territory, I guess we could probably say. Yeah, so now we're getting to the point where we have these corrupted panels, so we're not going to be able to as easily place down people, right? Let's go ahead and place our Silas down first. And then we'll place Eunomia here. Okay. Valeria taking some damage, but that is okay. Alrighty. And then I'm going to go ahead and place Eovar here this time, since we can't use this one. And then we'll place Broke here like this. And I think that this will probably do it. Maybe didn't need to use the Silas ult there, but it makes sense. We want to try and kill that as fast as we can, right? Again, really not getting much out of the Eovar here, to be honest, because we just don't really need it, right? Until we start getting someone that's going to travel down this path, which I'm really confused about. This must be a thing that just only happens on stage 5. I didn't read through any of the, you know, gear or any of the requirements, right? I should have popped Silas there. That's okay. Valeria should be able to handle it easily. There we go. Get her healed up there so she's back at full. So we don't have to worry about her dying. And there's 17. And 19. So we just have a few more down here at the bottom. And then, of course, we have this last little boss lady over here. Go ahead and pop the Silas ultimate and just get that rocked easily. Go ahead and pop Eovar here just to start burning through these guys. All right, and last 2 should be coming any moment now. I do think that Eunomia here is actually really good. I think she's going to be a good unit to use here because she's going to give the attack speed buff from her ultimate to both of my marksmen, which is really, really good. All right, so there's the last of them down, and then we just have to ult here to kill off the Volca. And there is stage number 2. Again, I'm not really expecting to run into difficulty until we get, you know, until like stages 4 and 5. I think is when we're going to really get into the difficult stuff, right? We could sell that and sell that. Of course, we get the 200 from the first clear. So here we go on to the stage 3. So we have a new thing here. Upon death, Tormented Banshee turns into a Spectre, dealing damage to all targets. And haste, briefly increased movement speed. Okay. So we're going to start running into a couple issues here, probably, right? We're going to start taking a lot more damage, and we're going to start having new mechanics starting to show up. So I definitely think we need to be a little safer when it comes to placements, ultimate usage, right? Because we are going to get into a little bit more of a difficult situation now. Okay, yeah, so now we have these Spectres that are going to start dealing damage when we kill them. So we want to actually kill them as soon as possible. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. Can Silas be healed over there? That's actually worrisome. We might end up wanting to place... Oh, I just realized something. Oh, okay, we got him. We got him down. Holy moly, I was not paying attention there for a second. That is no bueno. Okay, I think we're going to still be okay. I was able to get it down in time. And now we can place the Eovar down, which is going to be really helpful. Problem is Silas is going to die. So, whoa. I missed something there. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try this again, and we need to make sure that Silas gets healed. So what we're going to do is we're going to do all of these first placements the same. And then what we're going to do a little bit later is we are going to place Silas just as we did before. But instead we're going to place Eunomia here. But we're going to place down this first, I think. And then we're going to place down our Eovar here because we need Eovar to deal damage to this boss. Why is he not? She's not taking any damage. Huh. I probably should have read these skills, huh? Let's go read through the skills because she's not taking damage unlike the other ones we're doing. So that is a little interesting for me. Again, I literally haven't looked at any of the skills. So let's take a look at the skills here. Is it map info? Yeah, here we go. So summon a physical clone that recovers its own HP when receiving physical damage. If the clone hasn't been destroyed with it. I thought that it was physical damage that we wanted to deal. So that is incredibly confusing. Yeah, their magic damage immunity. How are we supposed to kill it? That feels really weird to me. That feels incredibly weird to me. How? Hold on. Am I? So does the spawn doesn't come with a thing, I guess. So let's take you out, and I guess let's put Hex in. Make sure he's geared up. Okay. I guess let's try this and see if that's better. Feels kind of weird. That's how that would be set up, but let's give this a try. Let's see if this makes a difference. Okay, gonna do the same start to the setup here, because it does just make sense to keep it this way. I am going to drop him followed by Hex right afterwards instead of placing Silas, because I think we have more time for Silas this way. We're gonna do Hex here again as well, just because then he can reach down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop Hex down. There we go. Okay, so Hex does a ton of damage there for us. All right, and then we place Silas up top, and this is what we're gonna do. That just feels really weird to me that we're doing it that way. Like, I don't know. It definitely feels weird to me. I also just realized I actually placed these in the wrong spot. Yep, I needed to make sure. Okay, we'll wait. Maybe we'll be okay. Okay, there we go. We are A-okay for now. Let's get that healing off. We'll go ahead and place Eovar here. He can start dealing damage to these guys in the top. Go ahead and just pop him off now. He's going to take some damage, but that's to be expected. And we'll just rotate Silas back out. I definitely think I need to change it up just a little bit. Go ahead and pop that off. Valeria is going to probably have trouble here. Yep, they're going to break through. Alrighty, well, so we do need to swap these positionings here. That was my mistake there. I need to make it so that Eunomia can heal Silas. That was, I think, the biggest issue there. Let's give it one more try here. We'll give it one more try. And then we'll make a swap if I think we need to make a swap. We might also just end the video at that point, and then we can come back and we can do more of the higher level stages, right? So we'll go ahead and do this. All right, and then we'll place Hex here. Then he can actually start hitting sooner, which will be good. See, the problem with this, though, is that by doing it this way, then Hex doesn't get healed. Yeah, so there's really no way. How are people getting... This feels really weird to me. I've got to be missing something. Yeah, because now he's just going to die, right? Which is a problem, because then we don't have anyone to DPS down the big boss here. Huh. Definitely interesting situation to be in, for sure. Definitely an interesting situation. We're going to end up dying here. Yeah. Unless I can get him killed in time. Yeah, didn't think so. Alrighty, well, we're gonna have to come back to this, I think. I wanted to give more of like an in-depth, but this really is supposed to just be like my first time going through. So this is like the honest reaction of, moving through these stages, kind of doing it as sort of, from the perspective of, someone who doesn't play the game all the time, someone who's not super versed in how things work. I purposely didn't go in and read all of the skills. I watched a few videos with no sound just to kind of look and see what types of heroes were being used, so I wasn't coming here completely blind. But it's definitely interesting to see. We may have to use a different healer in place of Eunomia. I really thought she was going to be good there, but I'm wondering if there's better options. Hollow and Vortex are up here. I assume that this is probably Lily, huh? Interesting. Lily has 3. What is Eunomia's range? Hold on. Does Lily have bigger range than Eunomia? No, it's the same. Interesting. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and call it there because we are, into the almost 20-minute mark. This is definitely a really fun dungeon. I think it's interesting. And I think one of the other things that's really cool is that even on Forerunner, people haven't beat Stage 6. Like, there's very few people, right, that have beaten Stage 6, which I think is really interesting. Is there a way to... I feel like there is a way to do it, but I don't remember how to do it, to be able to see, like, who's cleared it. But yeah, I think it's really cool that we have some content that's actually really difficult, and will make things a lot more interesting for us. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, maybe leave some comments down below with recommendations for teams I should put on here. My next video will definitely be way more in-depth. I'm going to actually go through and read all of the kits and double check what all the skills do, so I'll be a little more informed about the progression of Gear Dungeon 2. So definitely keep sticking around for that. Don't forget to hit the sub button so you can be notified when that video and all my other videos go live. And if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I really hope you did like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.